What's going on, guys? So in an effort to help out others, hopefully, I wanted to share my experience with this pesky problem that I've been having with my quad. And the problem is that anytime I went full stick on my transmitter, my quad would absolutely lose its mind. And when I mean lose its mind, like 10 to 20 flips in a second anytime I went full stick. Half stick goes fine, quarter stick goes fine, full stick lost its mind. I searched all over the internet, asked a few people, but I could not find anything that resembled the issue that I was having. So now that I've figured out the issue and resolved it, I wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully if you guys ever run into this or know someone that has run into this, you can help them out. So this is the first time I ever ran into this issue. This was the first battery after I increased my rates. So I went out, was just kind of making small movements to get used to the higher rates. And as you're about to see, when I go full stick on pitch, this happens. So luckily I was able to recover from this, but unfortunately that's not the case for this next clip. So after that last video, I went home, lowered my rates back down to what they were before, and came back out to go fly again to see if that's maybe what the issue was. The one thing I did notice is anytime I would do a full stick roll, I wouldn't run into that same issue. So it was really only when I would do a full stick and pitch. As you can see, I can do quick little snappy movements with pitch, but as you'll see coming up, anytime I go full stick, it absolutely loses its mind, and unfortunately this time it didn't end as calmly as the last one did. This actually ended pretty bad. So in about 5 seconds, you're about to see all hell break loose. Yeah, so now that I'm about 35 feet up in the dead center of a pretty big tree, I was pretty screwed. But I didn't let it get to my head. I didn't overreact. I went over to the tree, evaluated the situation, and I believe I handled it pretty well.
No! You gotta be kidding me! Damn it! Are you serious? Well, looks like you're up there for the night.
So now I feel like I'm screwed. I didn't have any rope. I didn't have the cool beanbag rocket launcher. And the kid that I was flying with, I had literally just met that day. He heard my quad flying around, and he was on the other end of the park about to go fly, and he heard my quad and came on over. So we had just met, so it was already an awkward situation. So I had about maybe 30 seconds left of my battery, and I just started trying to finagle it out by giving it movements here and there, and this is what happened next.
Yes, I got it!
So thankfully I was able to get it out of the tree, but after that I packed everything up and I had to leave. I just lost all confidence in this quad. It was too unpredictable. I had no idea what the issue was. So I had gone home, reflashed everything, checked the standoffs on the flight controller, pretty much did everything that you should do in this situation, and just could not figure it out. It really got to me. I was getting really discouraged about it, and then finally, eureka, I figured out the issue. So I took my multimeter and checked continuity through all my grounds and all my power pads, and sometimes I would get continuity through my PDB board to the battery connector, and then sometimes I wouldn't. So I started doing the old-fashioned wiggle test, and sure enough, when I would wiggle it, I would lose continuity, and then I'd get it back, and I would lose it and get it back. So then I pulled it back a little bit and noticed that there's only about 3 strands still connected from the PDB board to the battery connector wire. So I took it out, resoldered a new one on, and sure enough, fixed my problem. So now you can see I replaced this power lead with a power lead that has a slight curve to it to go more with on how the battery lays naturally when I have it strapped up and plugged in. Before I had it sticking straight up, which I believe is part of the reason why I had that issue, is because when I would plug in the battery, it wanted to pull it towards the back of the quad, which added stress to that power lead. So not only did I add heat shrink to the individual wires, but I added it to both wires over it, heat shrinked it, and now it's very sturdy. It sticks in the position it wants, and the battery actually plugs in very nicely. So thank you guys for watching. I know it might have been a longer video than I could have made it, but I kind of wanted to show you guys the entire experience that I had with this crappy issue I was having. Again, if anyone has any explanation on why this specific problem caused what I was experiencing, I was getting a decent amount of static. That was the one thing I thought. If I'm losing power, I'm going to be losing power to my VTX, which is going to give me some static, I assume. But it was a newer area, so I just thought it was the location I was at. But yeah, if you guys have any explanations on why I was having this, please share them in the comments. But sure enough, after I replaced this, I have not had that issue since. I put about 10 batteries through since then, and everything's good to go. So thanks guys again for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the bottom. Please like, subscribe, comment, and have a great day. And as always, happy flying.